Okay, if there ever was an easy button, this is it. WP Auto Schema is as easy as it gets. You add schema to your WordPress pages and posts with 5 minutes of setup. I'm going to go through that with you here in just a minute. One of the things I do want to tell you before we do that is that schema is reportedly responsible for 23% more clicks, 32% more impressions, 26% higher click-through ratios, 164% more time spent on rich content pages, and 7 to 9 positions higher in the search engine rankings when proper schema is added to a website. So, how easy is it? It's real easy. We're going to show you right now. So we're going to jump over here. This is the setup panel inside WordPress. You find Auto Schema under Settings, WP Auto Schema. You add your license key. You add your YouTube API key. There's a little video to take you through the what you need to do to get an API key. It takes about 2 minutes. That's 2 of our 5 minutes there. And you need to have a logo. Some of the schema entries that we generate require a logo. We do provide a default logo. It's the WPAutoschema.com logo. It's a little 5x5 pixel placeholder is all it is. There's a date filter if you want to exclude newer content from having schema generated for it. You just set the date right here, pick your date, and boom, done. Everything on or after that date, published date, will not have schema generated for it. So let's take a quick look at what the schema looks like. This is the Auto Schema page, the home page for the plugin, in the Google Structured Data Testing tool. And as you can see, we've generated 8 entries. These are actually generated by WordPress. So those we don't do. Organization is one of the elements that we generate. Basically, it's the title and the link to your website. Images, we generate schema for each of the images on a page, and one of the things that you do want to this is Ray's image. It's for the endorsement that he gave us. But on our other images, you'll notice that we show a caption as being WP Auto Schema 2-pack monthly buy button. That is the alt text on that image. It's picked up as the caption. So again, there's an opportunity there for some SEO. Be sure and add alt text to all your images. Video. There's 2 videos on this page. There's the one that you're watching, and this is the install video that is shown here. There's not much of a description for it, but we pick up to 5,000 characters of the description for the YouTube videos. And the thumbnail URL, this is the existing thumbnail URL, thumbnail that YouTube is using for that video. So again, that's a JPG file. That's another opportunity for some SEO work with optimizing that image with metadata, keywords, and even some links and things of that nature. This is the full description for this video. Shows the runtime, which is playing time, 8 minutes and 54 seconds, and the date that it was actually uploaded to YouTube. So then the last item is our article item, and basically this is the content of the post or page that we're generating the schema for, and what the article schema takes for Google is a headline is the first sentence of the page or post. The article body is the first 6 sentences, including the first sentence. So it is duplicated. This is the standard. We didn't arbitrarily set this. This is what the schema standard calls for. And the takeaway here is that your first sentence is your H1 tag. Hopefully it's going to be the most important sentence on your page. But then the first 6 sentences are what Google actually looks at to determine what your page is about, what you're presenting, and how appropriate is it for whatever the search is. So with Schema, Google doesn't have to wade through 2,000 or 3,000 words or 500 or whatever your content is to try and determine what you're presenting and what your page is about. Your first 6 sentences are what are going to tell Google exactly what your page is about. So bear that in mind when you're creating your content, regardless of whether you use this plugin or not. Off their main entity of pages, these are all pretty standard stuff. This is the default logo that I told you about. It's the little 5x5. We'll take a quick look at it. There's a little 5x5 placeholder image. Just to satisfy the requirement so that we don't have errors, as I mentioned earlier. And this one's picked up Ray, again, who's kind enough to give us a quick review. So that's it. It's that simple. Again, 5-minute setup, if that, and let it rip. The way it operates is as soon as the page is accessed, either by Google crawling it or another search engine crawling or somebody actually looking at the page, that first view or crawl is what generates the schema generator to produce the schema. It's then cached locally so that we don't have to go through the process of generating it every time a page is viewed, and that significantly speeds up page load times. So you're going to love it. Don't forget, higher positions in the search rankings, system optimization for voice searches. I imagine those 6 sentences are going to play into voice search results quite handsomely, and it's very affordable. Get your copy now. If you have any questions, there'll be a link down at the bottom of the page to hit us up on the help desk, and we'll answer any questions that you've got. Thank you much. Bye-bye.